Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. If you want something in life, if you truly want it, you have to stop treating it like some distant dream and start making it a non-negotiable reality. You have to condition your mind, your body, and your entire energy toward making it happen. Manifestation isn't about wishful thinking. It's about clarity, belief, and massive action. People sit around saying, I hope I get rich. I wish I had love. Or I want success. But hope isn't a strategy. Wishing isn't a plan. Wanting isn't enough. You need to own it. You need to make it inevitable. What do you want specifically? Not just more money or happiness. You need numbers. You need details. You need vision. Most people don't get what they want because they don't even know what they want. If you can't define it, you can't achieve it. Write it down. See it in your mind every single day. Speak it as if it's already done. Because when your mind believes it's real, your actions will follow. Clarity is power. Most people drift through life without a clear direction, wondering why they never achieve their dreams. The truth is, if you don't know exactly what you want, you will never get it. The universe, your subconscious mind, and even the people around you respond to specificity. Vague goals produce vague results. If you say you want to be rich, what does that mean? Is it $1 million? Is it financial freedom? Is it the ability to travel the world without worrying about bills? Without precise clarity, your brain doesn't know what to focus on. And what you don't focus on, you will never attract or achieve. When you look at the most successful people in any field, they have one thing in common: absolute clarity. They know exactly what they want, why they want it, and what it will look like when they get it. Their vision is crystal clear. They don't just want to be successful, they have a number in mind. They don't just want to be in great shape, they have a target weight, a fitness goal, and a deadline. When you have clarity, everything changes. Your brain becomes a heat-seeking missile, locking onto your goal and filtering out distractions. Every action, every decision, and every opportunity gets filtered through the lens of that clear vision. Most people fail before they even start because they don't define what success looks like for them. If you were to ask the average person what they want out of life, they'll give you a vague answer. I want to be happy. I want to make more money. I want to find love. But none of that is specific. How much money do you want to make? By when? Doing what? What does happiness mean to you? Is it freedom? Is it peace? Is it adventure? Without a clear definition, you'll never know when you've reached your goal, and you'll spend your life chasing an illusion. Your subconscious mind is always working, always processing, always finding ways to move you toward what you focus on. But if you don't give it a clear target, it can't help you. Think about this. If you tell your brain to find all the red objects in a room, suddenly you start noticing them everywhere. It's not that they weren't there before. It's just that your brain wasn't filtering for them. The same thing happens when you get clear about your goals. Opportunities, resources, and connections that were always there suddenly become obvious. It's not magic, it's focus. People who struggle with manifestation often claim it doesn't work because they never defined exactly what they were trying to manifest. You can't just say, I want to be successful, and expect the universe to figure out what that means for you. You have to define success on your terms. See it vividly in your mind and lock onto it like it's already yours. When you get clear, decisions become easy. You know what to say yes to and what to walk away from. You stop wasting time on things that don't align with your vision. You start attracting the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances that move you toward your goal. Clarity isn't just about setting goals, it's about creating a roadmap. If you were driving to a new city, you wouldn't just hop in the car and start driving in a random direction. You'd map out the route. You'd set a destination. You'd check your progress along the way. Your goals require the same level of precision. The clearer you are about what you want, the faster you'll get there. Most people never reach their potential because they never take the time to define it. They drift, they react, they let life happen to them instead of making life happen for them. Think about the people who have achieved extraordinary things. They didn't stumble into success. They had a vision so clear it became their obsession. Elon Musk didn't just want to make money, he wanted to revolutionize space travel. build electric cars and change the world. Michael Jordan didn't just want to be good at basketball, he wanted to be the greatest of all time. Oprah Winfrey didn't just want a career in television, she wanted to inspire and uplift millions. They all had an unshakable vision, and they pursued it with relentless focus. If you're not where you want to be, ask yourself, have you truly defined what you want? Can you describe it in detail? Could you paint a picture of it in your mind so vividly that it feels real? If you can't, that's where you need to start. Write it down. Be specific. How much money do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? What does your ideal day look like? The more specific you get, the more power you give to your vision. When you have clarity, you remove doubt. You eliminate confusion. You stop second guessing yourself. Most people fail not because they're incapable, but because they're unclear. They start a business without knowing exactly what problem they're solving. They enter relationships without knowing what they truly want in a partner. They chase goals that don't even align with their deepest desires. But when you get clear, when you define your purpose, your mission, and your destination, you create momentum. Your actions become intentional. Your energy becomes focused. And when that happens, nothing can stop you. The reason clarity is power is that it turns dreams into strategies. A dream is just a wish without a plan. But when you take that dream and break it down into clear, actionable steps, it becomes inevitable. Let's say you want to make $1 million. That's great. But how? Will it come from your business, investments, a new career path? Once you decide, you break it down further. How much do you need to make each month, each week? What skills do you need to develop? What connections do you need to make? The clearer you get, the easier it is to execute. Most people quit on their dreams not because they're not capable, but because they never had a real plan. They start with excitement but lose momentum because they never mapped out the process. Clarity gives you direction. It eliminates distractions. It keeps you moving forward even when challenges arise. And when you combine clarity with action, you become unstoppable. You have to train your mind to operate with laser focus. That means cutting out the noise, eliminating distractions, and directing your energy toward the things that truly matter. If you're constantly shifting between ideas, second-guessing yourself, or changing directions every few months, you're not going to make progress. But if you lock in on a clear vision and refuse to deviate from it, you create unstoppable momentum. You've seen it happen before. People who set their mind to something and make it happen, no matter what. They weren't lucky. They weren't special. They were just clear. They knew exactly what they wanted, and they refused to accept anything less. When you operate with that level of clarity, the world bends in your favor. Doors open. Opportunities appear. People take notice because clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates results. When you truly know what you want, nothing can shake you. You stop chasing things that don't align with your mission. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your future. You start making decisions with certainty, and that certainty is what separates those who succeed from those who settle. If you're serious about manifesting what you want, the first step is absolute clarity. Without it, you're just hoping. With it, you're in control. Belief is everything. It is the foundation of every achievement, every breakthrough, and every success story. Without belief, nothing happens. The most successful people in the world don't just hope things will work out. They know it. They walk, talk, and act like their dreams are already a reality. They don't wait for proof, they create it. They don't need permission. They move forward as if success is inevitable. When you believe something with absolute certainty, your mind, body, and energy align with that belief, and the world begins to shape itself around it. Most people fail because they don't truly believe in what they want. They say they want success, but deep down, they doubt themselves. They wonder if they're good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. And that doubt, no matter how small, creates resistance. It slows them down, causes hesitation, and keeps them stuck in a cycle of inaction. The mind is like a thermostat. It sets the standard for what you allow yourself to experience. If your internal belief system is set at a low level, you'll never rise above it. You might get temporary success, but you'll find a way to sabotage it because it doesn't match your identity. The people who achieve massive success don't just work hard. They believe they deserve it. They don't just dream, they expect it to happen. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. It accepts whatever you tell it. If you keep feeding it doubt, fear, and limitation, that's exactly what you'll manifest. But if you program it with belief, certainty, and expectation, your external reality will start to reflect that. This is why visualization is so powerful. When you see yourself succeeding, when you feel the emotions of already having what you want, your brain starts to create neural pathways that make it real. High performers don't just practice skills, they practice belief. They condition their minds daily, reinforcing the identity of someone who wins, someone who conquers, someone who manifests effortlessly. Look at the people who achieve extraordinary things. They don't operate with hesitation. They move with confidence because in their minds, the result is already done. They don't hope for opportunities, they expect them. They don't wish for success, they claim it. This level of certainty creates a magnetic pull that draws in the right people, the right resources, and the right circumstances. When you act as if you already have what you want, the world begins to respond to you in a different way. People see your confidence and they believe in you. Doors open, opportunities appear. Not because of luck, but because of energy. Doubt weakens energy. It creates hesitation, and hesitation kills momentum. How many times have you wanted to take action on something but talked yourself out of it? You let fear creep in, and before you know it, you convince yourself it's not the right time, you're not ready, or maybe you're not good enough, and in that moment, the opportunity passes. The person who wins is not always the smartest or the most talented. It's the one who moves forward without doubt. They may not know how everything will work out, but they don't need to. They trust that it will. Every great achievement in history started with someone who believed when no one else did. The people who change the world, the people who rise to the top, are the ones who refuse to accept anything less than their vision. They don't care about obstacles. They don't care about setbacks. They see challenges as temporary, but their belief is permanent. And because they refuse to give up, the world eventually bends to their will. The moment you shift from wanting something to knowing it's already yours, everything changes. You stop seeking approval. You stop hesitating. You stop allowing fear to dictate your actions. When you carry the energy of certainty, people feel it. They trust you. They invest in you. They support you. But when you doubt yourself, that energy is just as strong, and people pick up on that too. They hesitate to work with you, they second guess you, and they mirror back your uncertainty. Think about the difference between someone who approaches a situation with confidence versus someone who approaches with doubt. A confident person walks into a room and owns it. They don't question whether they belong there. They know they do. They don't shrink themselves, they expand. That energy is contagious, and people respond to it. On the other hand, a person filled with doubt walks in hesitantly. They second guess every move. They wait for permission. And because they don't fully believe in themselves, neither does anyone else. Belief is the driving force behind action. When you truly believe in something, you act differently. You stop procrastinating. You stop making excuses. You stop looking for reasons why it won't work and start looking for ways to make it happen. Most people hesitate because they think they need to see results before they believe, but it's the opposite. You have to believe first, and then the results come. People who manifest effortlessly are the ones who have already decided the outcome. They don't waver. They don't let setbacks shake them. They are so locked into their vision that nothing can pull them away from it. They don't need evidence to believe because their belief is the evidence. The world bends to the person with the strongest energy, and the strongest energy always comes from certainty. If you look at anyone who has accomplished something extraordinary, you'll see a pattern. At some point, they made a decision, a real decision, not a half-hearted wish. They burned the bridges behind them, eliminating any option but success. They told themselves, this is happening no matter what. And when you make that kind of decision, your mind, your actions, and even the universe align to make it a reality. The reason most people struggle with manifestation is that they don't fully commit. They say they want something, but they leave room for doubt. They leave a back door open. They allow themselves to entertain the possibility of failure. And when failure is an option, hesitation creeps in. But when you remove all doubt, when you tell yourself there is no plan B, no alternative, no option but success, You tap into a level of power most people never access. Your belief system is shaping your life every single day. If you believe money is hard to make, it will be. If you believe relationships always fail, they will. If you believe success is only for certain people and not for you, that's exactly what you'll experience. But if you shift those beliefs, if you train your mind to expect wealth, success, love, and abundance, your reality starts to reflect that. The world is a mirror, and it reflects back to you the beliefs you hold with the most certainty. Most people are conditioned from a young age to doubt themselves. They are taught to be realistic, to play it safe, to not expect too much. But the people who achieve the impossible are the ones who reject that conditioning. They rewrite their internal programming and install new beliefs that serve them. They tell themselves, I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy, and they reinforce these beliefs every single day. The fastest way to shift your life is to shift your beliefs. The moment you start believing in your ability to achieve, in your right to succeed, and in your power to create, you start moving differently. Your actions change, your confidence grows, your energy shifts. And when that happens, the world starts responding to you in a new way. People sense something different about you. They see the conviction in your eyes. They feel the certainty in your presence. And when you operate from that place, nothing can stand in your way. Taking massive action is the key to manifesting anything you want. Most people sit around waiting for the perfect moment, thinking about their dreams and hoping that one day everything will fall into place. But nothing happens without action. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't intelligence, luck, or talent. It's execution. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who simply dream big. They are the ones who take relentless, unstoppable action toward what they want. They don't wait for the right conditions, the right resources, or the right connections. They move forward despite uncertainty, despite fear, despite not having all the answers. They understand that progress is not made by waiting, but by doing. Most people hesitate because they think they need to have everything figured out before they start. They want a perfect plan, a guarantee of success, and a clear roadmap before taking the first step. But life doesn't work that way. The people who achieve extraordinary success are the ones who start before they are ready. They take the first step without knowing what the second step will be. They trust that as they move forward, the path will reveal itself. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. The more you move, the more you learn, the more you adjust, and the closer you get to your goal. Massive action is not about doing what's convenient or comfortable. It's about pushing beyond what most people are willing to do. It's about working when others are resting, showing up when others are making excuses, and refusing to slow down when obstacles appear. It's about committing so fully to your vision that nothing, not rejection, not failure, not setbacks, can make you stop. The people who manifest at the highest level don't dabble in their goals. They don't try when they feel like it. They don't put in effort only when things are going well. They attack their vision with intensity, with urgency, and with an unshakable commitment. Most people underestimate how much action is actually required to achieve their goals. They set a target, take a few small steps, and when they don't see immediate results, they get discouraged and stop. But success requires an insane level of persistence. It requires going all in, pushing harder than you think is necessary, and doing more than anyone expects. You don't just send one email, you send 100. You don't just make one call, you make 1,000. You don't just work for a week, you work for years, consistently, without losing focus. The people who make their dreams a reality are not the ones who work when they feel motivated. They are the ones who work when they don't feel like it, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when nothing seems to be working. They take action no matter what. Taking massive action also means eliminating distractions. Most people fail to reach their goals not because they don't have the potential, but because they waste their time on things that don't matter. They get caught up in social media, in drama, in mindless entertainment, in things that drain their energy and pull them away from their mission. The most successful people are ruthless about where they put their focus. They don't waste time. They don't get sidetracked by things that have nothing to do with their vision. Every decision, every action, every moment is intentional. They cut out everything that slows them down, whether it's negative people, unproductive habits, or limiting beliefs. They know that time is their most valuable asset and they refuse to waste it. Most people think they are taking action when in reality they are just being busy. They do things that make them feel productive, but don't actually move them forward. They spend hours researching, planning, organizing, but never actually executing. They overthink, they analyze, they get stuck in their heads, and they mistake movement for progress. But real action means doing the things that actually produce results. It means stepping into discomfort, facing rejection, putting yourself out there, and doing the hard, uncomfortable work that leads to growth. The most successful people in the world take action fast. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait until they feel ready. They make decisions quickly and adjust along the way. The longer you wait to take action, the more fear creeps in. The more time you spend thinking instead of doing, the more excuses you create. The key is to move immediately. The moment you set a goal, take the first step. Don't let time pass. Don't let doubt build up. Train yourself to take action without hesitation. Taking massive action also means pushing past failure. Most people give up too soon. They hit one obstacle, they experience one setback, and they assume it means they are not meant to succeed. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every great achiever has failed more times than the average person has even tried. They don't see failure as a reason to stop. They see it as feedback. They learn, they adjust, they keep moving forward. They understand that success is not about never failing, but about how quickly you recover when you do. The people who achieve the most are the ones who have conditioned themselves to take action every single day, no matter what. They don't wait for motivation. They don't rely on external circumstances to dictate their effort. They have built a habit of execution. They wake up and attack the day. They don't negotiate with themselves. They don't let their emotions control their actions. They have trained themselves to move, to execute, to take relentless action toward their vision. Taking massive action is not about working harder for the sake of working hard. It's about working smarter, with intention, with focus, with strategy. It's about knowing exactly what needs to be done and then doing it with intensity. It's about refusing to settle for average effort or average results. It's about setting a new standard for yourself, a standard of excellence, a standard of execution, a standard of relentless commitment to your goals. The moment you start taking massive action, everything changes. You stop waiting. You stop making excuses. You stop looking for shortcuts. You become unstoppable. You build momentum, and momentum is the most powerful force in the world. Once you start moving at a high level, things start falling into place. The opportunities, the connections, the resources, they all begin to align. Not because you got lucky, but because you took action, because you made the decision to move forward no matter what, because you refuse to accept anything less than your vision. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you create in your life. It dictates your actions, your decisions, your results. Every single thing you manifest starts in your mind before it ever appears in reality. Most people focus on their external circumstances, thinking that if they just had more money, better opportunities, the right connections, then they would be successful. But the truth is, success is an inside job. It starts with the way you think, the beliefs you hold, the way you interpret the world. If your mindset is weak, if it is filled with doubt, fear, or limitation, then no amount of effort will compensate for that. But if your mindset is strong, if it is filled with certainty, confidence, and an unshakable belief in yourself, then nothing can stop you. Most people don't realize that they are constantly programming their own minds. Every thought they think, every word they say, every story they tell themselves is reinforcing a belief, and those beliefs dictate their behavior. If you believe you are capable of achieving massive success, you will take the kind of action that leads to massive success. If you believe that success is hard, that life is unfair, that only certain people get to win, then you will subconsciously sabotage yourself and prove those beliefs right. Your brain is constantly looking for evidence to confirm whatever you believe. If you believe you are powerful, your brain will find proof of that. If you believe you are not good enough, your brain will find proof of that too. This is why mastering your mindset is the most important thing you can do. Most people have been conditioned from a young age to think small, to play it safe, to stay within the limits of what is realistic. They are taught that they should not expect too much, that they should be careful, that they should settle for what is practical. And so they grow up thinking that massive success, wealth, freedom, and happiness are things that only happen for other people. They don't even allow themselves to truly believe in the possibility of creating an extraordinary life. They don't even try, because in the back of their minds, they have already decided that it is not for them. This is why the first step to manifesting anything is breaking free from those limiting beliefs. You have to reprogram your mind to see yourself as the kind of person who wins, who achieves, who creates their own reality. The fastest way to shift your mindset is to control what you focus on. Most people focus on problems, on limitations, on everything that is going wrong. Whatever you focus on expands. If you constantly focus on what is missing, what is difficult, what is unfair, then you will create more of that in your life. But if you train yourself to focus on possibilities, on solutions, on opportunities, then your mind will start to find ways to make those things a reality. Your focus determines your reality. Two people can go through the exact same situation, and one will see it as a failure while the other sees it as an opportunity. The difference is mindset. One person will take that challenge and turn it into fuel, while the other will use it as an excuse to quit. This is why developing a strong mindset is non-negotiable. Your mind is like a muscle, and just like any muscle, it gets stronger with training. If you don't train it, it will default to fear, doubt, and negativity, because that is how the brain is wired for survival. But if you condition it every single day with empowering thoughts, with strong beliefs, with an unstoppable attitude, then it becomes automatic. You don't have to force yourself to be confident. You just are. You don't have to talk yourself into taking action. You just do it, because you have programmed yourself to operate at a higher level. The best way to rewire your mind is through repetition. The thoughts you repeat over and over again become your reality. The language you use daily shapes your identity. If you tell yourself every day that you are unstoppable, that you are capable, that success is inevitable, then that becomes your truth. Most people spend their entire lives being controlled by their emotions. They let fear dictate their decisions. They let self-doubt hold them back. They let frustration stop them from moving forward. But the people who create extraordinary results in their lives are the ones who have trained themselves to take action regardless of how they feel. They don't wait to feel motivated. They don't wait until the conditions are perfect. They don't let temporary emotions dictate their destiny. They have mastered their minds to the point where they operate at a high level no matter what. They wake up and execute. They push forward even when it's hard. They take control of their thoughts and emotions instead of being controlled by them. One of the most powerful ways to condition your mindset is by changing your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, all of these things shape your beliefs. If you are constantly around people who think small, who complain, who focus on negativity, then you will absorb that energy without even realizing it. But if you surround yourself with people who think big, who push you to grow, who believe in success, then your mindset will naturally rise to that level. If you feed your mind with powerful content, with books, with mentors, with information that expands your thinking, then you will start to think differently. Your environment is constantly influencing your subconscious, so you have to be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Most people are reactive. They let life happen to them instead of taking control. They let circumstances dictate their mindset instead of conditioning their mindset to dictate their circumstances. But the people who manifest at the highest level are the ones who decide in advance how they are going to think, how they are going to feel, how they are going to act. They don't wait for things to change in order to feel successful. They create that feeling first, and then the external world catches up. They understand that their state of mind is their greatest asset, and they protect it at all costs. They refuse to let negativity, doubt, or fear take over. They guard their thoughts the way a warrior guards a a treasure because they know that what they think about most will become their reality. Reprogramming your mindset requires consistency. It is not something you do once and then forget about. It is a daily practice. It is a commitment to training your mind the same way you would train your body. You wouldn't expect to go to the gym once and be in peak physical shape. You have to show up every day, put in the work, push yourself beyond your limits. The same applies to your mind. You have to feed it with empowering beliefs. Reinforce those beliefs with action and refuse to let anything weaken your focus. It's not about being positive all the time. It's about being mentally strong. It's about being so locked into your vision that nothing can pull you off course. It's about making the decision that no matter what happens, you will stay in control of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Your mindset is the foundation of your success. If you want to manifest anything, you have to start with the way you think. You have to train your mind to believe in possibilities, to see beyond limitations, to expect success instead of doubt it. You have to condition yourself to operate from a place of power, to take action no matter what, to refuse to let fear dictate your choices. When you take full control of your mind, you take full control of your life. And when that happens, there is nothing that can stop you. Your ability to manifest anything you want depends on your level of certainty. Certainty is the force that separates those who achieve massive success from those who stay stuck in the same place year after year. When you are truly certain about something, you move differently. You speak differently. You act differently. There is no hesitation, no second guessing, no wavering between options. When you are certain that something is going to happen, you operate as if it is already done. Most people fail to manifest what they want because deep down, they don't actually believe it's possible. They say they want something, but their actions reveal doubt. They hesitate, they wait for signs, they look for permission, they hope things will work out instead of making them work out. They allow fear, uncertainty, and external circumstances to dictate their level of belief. But the people who create extraordinary results in their lives do the exact opposite. They don't wait for proof before they believe. They believe first, and because of that belief, they create the proof. Most people operate from a place of uncertainty. They hope their goals will come true, but they don't fully commit. They want to believe in themselves, but deep down, they have doubts. They set big targets, but when things get difficult, they start questioning if it's really possible. This lack of certainty weakens their actions. It causes hesitation, procrastination, and inconsistency. They don't go all in because they are afraid of failure. And because they don't go all in, they don't create the momentum necessary to achieve massive success. But when you decide with absolute certainty that something is going to happen, everything changes. Your energy changes. Your actions change. Your ability to push through obstacles increases. You move with conviction, with power, with a level of focus that makes success inevitable. You don't entertain doubts. You don't waste time questioning yourself. You don't wait for external validation. You decide what you want and you move toward it with unshakable certainty. Certainty is not about hoping, wishing, or wanting. It is about knowing. It is about reaching a level of belief so strong that there is no other possible outcome in your mind except success. It is about conditioning yourself to expect the results you want instead of fearing that you won't get them. When you truly believe that something is already yours, you attract the opportunities, the people, and the resources necessary to make it happen. You start noticing things that were always there but were invisible to you before because your mind was not tuned to them. Your brain is like a radar, constantly scanning for signals that align with your dominant thoughts. When you operate from a place of certainty, your brain automatically seeks out ways to bring your vision to life. The ideas, the breakthroughs, the right connections, they all begin to appear, not because they weren't there before, but because your mind was not programmed to see them. Most people never develop this level of certainty because they let their past dictate their future. They look at their failures, their mistakes, their struggles, and they use those experiences as proof that they can't succeed. They allow past disappointments to weaken their belief in themselves. But the people who manifest at the highest level do not operate this way. They do not let past failures determine future possibilities. They understand that failure is feedback, that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, that every setback is simply part of the process. They don't waste energy dwelling on what went wrong. They extract the lesson, apply it, and keep moving forward with even more certainty than before. They know that certainty is not something you wait to feel. It is something you generate. It is something you create within yourself by repeatedly reinforcing the belief that success is not just possible, but inevitable. One of the most powerful ways to build certainty is through action. Most people think they need to feel certain before they take action, but the opposite is true. Certainty comes from doing. It comes from putting yourself in motion, from proving to yourself over and over again that you are capable of achieving what you set your mind to. Every time you take a step forward, every time you push through resistance, every time you refuse to quit when things get hard, you are building the muscle of certainty. You are strengthening your belief in yourself, reinforcing the idea that you always figure things out, that you always find a way. The more action you take, the more evidence you create for your own success, and the more evidence you create, the stronger your certainty becomes. It becomes unshakable. It becomes so deeply ingrained in you that nothing, no obstacle, no rejection, no temporary setback can break it. Most people spend too much time overthinking, analyzing, and waiting for the right moment. They hesitate because they are afraid of failing, of making mistakes, of not having all the answers. But hesitation kills certainty. Every time you hesitate, you reinforce doubt. Every time you wait, you weaken your belief in yourself. The most successful people understand this, which is why they move fast. They make decisions quickly. They don't wait for permission. They don't sit around wondering if they are ready. They create readiness by taking action. They move forward with certainty, and because of that, they create momentum. And once you have momentum, success becomes inevitable. Certainty is also built through repetition. Whatever you tell yourself over and over again becomes your reality. If you constantly feed your mind with thoughts of doubt, limitation, and fear, then that will become your truth. But if you condition your mind every single day with powerful beliefs, if you tell yourself with absolute certainty that success is non-negotiable, if you repeat to yourself over and over again that you always figure things out, that you are unstoppable, that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, then that becomes your reality. Your words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your actions. The most successful people in the world understand that they must take control of their internal dialogue. They don't allow negative self-talk to dictate their thoughts. They program their minds for success by speaking words of power, confidence, and certainty into existence. Your physiology also plays a massive role in building certainty. The way you move, the way you breathe, the way you carry yourself, all of these things send signals to your brain about how you feel. If you walk around with slouched shoulders, shallow breathing, and low energy, your brain will interpret that as a lack of confidence. But if you stand tall, move with purpose, breathe deeply, and carry yourself like someone who is in total control of their destiny, your brain will respond accordingly. The fastest way to shift your mindset is shift your body. If you ever feel doubt creeping in, change your posture, change your movement, change your energy. Train your body to reflect the certainty you want to feel, and your mind will follow. The people who manifest at the highest level do not rely on external validation. They don't need other people to believe in them because they believe in themselves. They don't need circumstances to be perfect because they create their own circumstances. They don't wait for guarantees because they make things happen through sheer will and determination. They operate with a level of certainty so strong that the universe has no choice but to align with them. They don't entertain thoughts of failure. They don't waste time doubting themselves. They decide what they want and they pursue it with relentless certainty. And because of that, they always find a way to succeed.